Alright, YouTube, thanks for getting here with me this evening. It's been a long spell. Anyway, man, you know what? I wanted to talk for a little bit, man, about the interview I did with Kim Riley. Now, I want people to know that in that video, the blooper reel that I put at the end actually was at the very beginning. Because it took a while to get to the part where I was actually speaking to him about Thomas Bruce, which is what I wanted in the interview. And he played dumb. He played overly dumb. I mean, if you could not tell by that, he went every direction and even said the guy's name and then said, "So you're Thomas Bruce?" Like, what? What are you on, sir? No, I'm not Thomas Bruce. And then he goes on talking about it like he knew about him all along. People, that's a show. It really is. It really, really is. It tells me something. In the same way that Kim Riley had told me that the person that they was looking for had never broken the law. That may have been a slip on his part. It may have been a slip up to say it like that. I don't really know. But it did give us something. It let us know that this person's DNA was not in the database. So they knew that. You know, that they had that DNA and it was not showing up as anybody who had had a prior like that. And that's what he knew. So he said, it's like this man had never broken the law before. We can find no trace of him. So, and again, that was Thomas Bruce. He had never really got caught breaking the law before. But look at the crime he committed down there. Look at the picture of him down there. And he was a pastor. Compare that with the sketch. Thomas Bruce committed the Delphi murder. There it is. And I'm letting you know that, you know, okay? I liken myself to be generally correct at all times. And I'm letting you know, without all the evidence, not that he's being tried by me, but I'm letting you know that, yes, he did commit that act. I do believe, fully, that he committed the Delphi murders. Not fully. There's like a 0.5%, you know, that I just can't say like that. But you know what? This is all I need to know on it. What brought him to Indiana? Why was he traveling through Indiana? Now, I pointed to his Twitter post stopping in November of 2016 and then picking back up in April of 2017. So we know through that time he was without money. He filed bankruptcy. He quit his job. So he was between jobs, houses, and didn't have money. So I suspect that he was up in this direction at a family member's house, possibly looking for a job, a place to stay, maybe financial support, something like that. That's what would have brought him up to here at that time, I believe. So anyway, that's kind of my take on it. Now, a lot of people are, I don't know if they're washing their hands of Thomas Bruce or if they just don't want to believe it, that it could be him. And I liken that back to Daniel Nations, because there was like 8 months there when Daniel Nations was the only talk of a person of interest. And he looked a lot like that sketch, right down to his wife saying as much. He looks enough like that sketch that it scares the shit out of me. That's what she said. It scares the hell out of me. So we know that he looked a lot like the sketch. And when I looked into him as a person of interest, I said, man, this is a guy that could have did this, man. He has anger issues. He stalks women, publicly masturbates. He got out of his truck in front of a woman and her daughter at a hiking trail with his pants down and asked if they wanted to join in. That's the mentality that that fucker has. He was not out of my person of interest. I definitely thought that he was a person that could have committed this crime. But I never placed any guilt to him. I never said, yes, 100% he's guilty. I never said that he looked like the bridge guy. I never thought he looked like the picture. Greo did. Greo looked at the picture and said, all I can see is Daniel Nations. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not seeing that. I just didn't really see him in the picture. But I did feel that as much as he looked like the sketch and with his background, family background, his background, that he was a person that could have committed a crime like that. And again, I don't even put that out of Daniel Nations' reach now in due time. I think that he's got the mental capacity to go commit a crime similar to that. That's Daniel, man. He's emotionally messed up, man. And I feel bad for that. I mean, I don't like dislike him for being a human, but, you know, it's coming up in a family like that. You know, it can lead a person down that trail, I guess. It's kind of where you see it stem off from, is the family. Just throwing it out there. If you're watching Daniel, you know what I'm talking about. You can tell everybody the rest. Anyway, so yeah, I do feel that Thomas Bruce committed the murder. And it's going to take a while till they can talk to him. And that was also in that Riley interview. Because I said, well, he could be facing the death penalty down there. I know he's got a public defender, same as Daniel Nations had out in Colorado. That public defender stopped Indiana State from police from talking to him about the Delphi murder. So we know that down there facing death that his public defender would do like and do the exact same and wouldn't allow them to talk to him. So until they can talk to him and get a confession, that's what they want. They have DNA, they have eyewitnesses, they have all that. But they want a confession. They want to go in, confront him with the evidence until he says, yes, I did it. Well, will you sign on to that? That's what they want. And it might take a little while to get. I was in hope of February the 13th, like a second-year press conference. And that may still happen because the new prosecutor down in St. Louis just came in. So I think that once they hit him with the charge and he starts talking, he may open up. And that may bring the Delphi case right into it a little quicker than what we thought. But still, we're not looking any further than 4 months down the road. We're not looking to very long. And you'll find out. Also, man, you know what? I laid a bet on this with Uncle Stewie. He wanted to bet $50, and I said, you know what? For $50, you're on. Now, I got up to $1,400, so if anybody wants to lay a wager that's under... Now, this is total money. I mean, this isn't like 14 on 1. I just mean $1,400 that I can wager. Give me a call if you're credible, man. Let me know how much you won on it. I'm taking Thomas Bruce's bridge guy. If you believe otherwise, and you got credible money you can lay on it, message me. I'd be happy to take your money. It's going to be a little time, but it's going to be Thomas Bruce in the end. And not only will it be Thomas Bruce, like I said, I also have him under suspicion of Iowa, called that in, and the abduction of Jamie Kloss, called that in as well. So, I think that the guy is guilty of a lot more than just Delphi. I think that he has a very long criminal record that goes back. I think the FBI is looking at his DNA right now and tagging him in a whole lot of shit. And let me tell you something. When it all breaks loose on Thomas Bruce, it is going to be huge. It's going to be world news. It will capture everyone's attention to the crimes that this man has committed. I would almost lay money to that. I think that his record goes long, man. And I think that his DNA will come up in a lot of unknown cases. Anyway, that's my take on Thomas Green. Greo still in jail down in Martinsville. He wrote me a letter. I was going to kind of save this for a special video where you could hear from him, but I'll just kind of break it down. I'm in jail. There is no way out. I need bail money, but I don't have commissary money. I need stamps. I need envelopes. I need paper. Somebody, for the love of God, help me, or I'm going to die. Anthony Greo. He sounded a little shook up about it, man. I can't blame him. I mean, he's down there in Martinsville. He said that they're keeping him isolated because he's so popular. He's so popular. Does he have like 700 and some subscribers? I mean, shit, man. I had like 8,600. You know what, man? This reminds me of something. Bear with me a moment. Last night I go to a dollar store over here in Burlington. All right. I had a friend, man, that was heading over that way. He asked me if I wanted to go. I'm like, yeah, I'll ride along. I need to pick some shit up anyway. I was going to buy some snacks. So I go walking into Dollar General, okay? I'm 2 days without a shower, 4 days unshaved, and I'm in my grubby coat, and I walk down the snack aisle, and I was staring at snacks to choose from, and I look down at the end of this aisle, and there's a guy staring at me going, and I'm like looking around, I mean, one of these. See what the hell he was looking at, man. So anyway, I went back looking at snacks. Now in my periphery, man, I see him like walking toward me. I'm like, oh shit. Because I don't know what this guy's issue is. The guy walks up and he's like, hey. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Do you make videos on YouTube? Yeah. Why? Kind of that. He's like, oh, I think I may have seen one. Like, oh, thanks for watching, you know? And I thought, man, of all times, man, to catch up with me and just say, like, oh, I know you from YouTube. It's like, man, I'm in Dollar General. Look like crap. You know, I mean, I don't walk around my house looking like I'm in a video, man. I stay pretty unkept for the most part. Showered but unkept. Ain't trying to impress anybody, you know? Anyway, that's mine. That's all I got. And I'm out here. I will catch you all in my next video. Thanks for reviewing. Peace.